And we're back to these again. Hello there! About a year ago I made a video giving some relationship advice that a lot of people found helpful. 20 minutes ago I was on Instagram scrolling through my feed when I saw this post saying, lay your troubles in the comments and people will come and fix them, and I was like, this sounds like a job for me! I was hoping there'd be a Superman logo. There wasn't. So I was scrolling through these and the majority of the problems were the same. There was, I'm lonely, I need friends, I like this girl but I don't know how to tell her. But one that really caught my eye most of the time that I responded to was, I'm dealing with fake friends. And that really hit a nerve because that's something I've been dealing with a lot lately. So I was responding to these time after time and I realised I can make a video on this easily. It's what people need to know because it's such a common problem. Fake friends are people that you've had good memories with before, but eventually you find out that they've just been two-facing you behind your back. That puts you down. However, the emotional attachment will lead you to try to keep them, because one day it might get better. And unfortunately, there is only one real place to make this stop. If trying to talk about it doesn't work, if they're not up for discussion, then the only solution is to give yourself some space. Now, I do not mean a major dramatic fallout that everyone has to know about. I mean simply just cutting off social media, backing off a bit, giving yourself space, and finding people who have been there for you this whole time. I'm currently sat in a friend group of about 5 or 6 people, each of them being as calm as me, each of them being as strange as me. And I can honestly say I'm happy where I am, but I know that with some people, if they cut off this friend group, then they will have no one. This is my advice to you. Work on yourself. Believe me, you will thank me in the future. During the majority of 2017, I was by myself. I had little to no one, and the only people I did have to interact with were fake friends. I came out the other end much calmer and more assured of who I wanted to be, and that also came with who I wanted to be friends with. It's times like this that made me who I am. The only real trouble was, during that whole time, I had these people trying to get back in contact with me, asking for second chances, their friends asking if I would give them a second chance, and I'm just sitting here like, no, that's not on the cards. The reason for this is, when you give them a second chance, when they ask for it, you're being tugged by a chain. You're being pulled back in at their demand. They have the power over you. That is not what you want. A while ago I had to cut off what used to be my best friend, and it's been about 5 months. They're still trying to contact me, and I cannot bring myself to do it because I've seen that they haven't changed. If you get tugged back in the chain, they understand that it's okay to go back to how they were. Feel free to give a second chance, but never a third. What I think made this person toxic was being surrounded by other toxic people that I had warned him about. But as time went on, he became more aggressive in not listening, and I had to take some space back. I recently received a message saying he had cut off these people. This had not been done. You have to see that someone has changed, not hear that someone has changed. You don't have to settle for good enough, because good enough can sometimes destroy your self-esteem. It can make you rely on other people to be happy. Cutting these people off was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I can honestly say I've become a better person doing it. So in summary, give a second chance but never a third. Work on self-improvement while you're away from company. Think about the person you are and the person you want to be friends with. If you're dealing with fake or toxic friends, just think about, are you friends with who they are or who they were? Resist the urge to be tugged by the chain. A lot of the time you'll come to the conclusion that you're better off without them, and that'll be that. Stay patient, because the right friends will come.